I'm judging Chili Fest, one of many judges, and judging one of many different chilies. I've been cooking for a fair bit today, but all I've made is crackers and jelly, but they're delicious. But right now, the focus is all on chili. I'm getting all my vegetables ready, and that's the onion, celery, and carrot combination. But I thought my first chili twist is to throw in a different vegetable, and a white turnip is a lovely choice. It'll add a nice punch to the chili. This is a 3-pepper chicken chili. So I've got 2 peppers looked after here. One of those beautiful St. David's red bell peppers. Gotta have some chili pepper in there. And a lot of the heat in the pepper is in the middle, in the seeds. So I'm gonna scrape that out. Even though I'm cutting all the other vegetables in chunky pieces, the jalapeno I'll cut into a smaller dice, because a little piece like this packs a heat punch of a pepper that size. A couple of garlic cloves. And now for getting the chicken ready to go. I want to toss my chicken in a little bit of flour, so I'll get that in the bowl already. Just about 4 tablespoons. And now I'm going to dice up my chicken. And a little something I've done is actually pop the chicken in the freezer. Cutting up or dicing up chicken that's a little firmer from the freezer is a lot easier than cutting it right from the fridge. The chili will have 45 minutes to cook, so you'll definitely be cooking it through. But it does slice up a lot easier like this. Cutting the chicken about the same size as I cut up the vegetables. Okay, I've got the chicken, I've got my vegetables. It's time to start cooking. And toss the chicken in the flour, so it's just coating it a little bit. The flour works to thicken the sauce up just a touch. And I'm not looking to cook the chicken through at this point, just brown it and then pull it out. I'll pull out a bowl. Let me pull this out of the pan. So this sticky goodness on the bottom of the pot is actually something I want and I like. Because as soon as I add the vegetables, the moisture from the vegetables will pull that up. So now with the heat turned down, I'm going to add the vegetables that take a longer time to cook. The onion, celery, carrot, and the Anna addition, the diced turnip. And I just cook this down until the onions turn translucent. That takes about 5 minutes. Now I can add everything but the garlic. And I might as well add some of my other ingredients right before I start adding the liquids. And I like the combination of cumin and coriander, the 2-to-1 ratio of cumin to coriander. Coriander adds a citrusy note to it, so that'll sort of coat and toast the veggies at the same time. And I add the garlic very close to when I want to start adding the liquid because it caramelizes or burns a little faster. So it goes in towards the end. Secret ingredient number 2. Secret number 1 was the turnips. Secret number 2, pomegranate molasses. Adds a nice dark color to the chili. That fruity element is just outstanding. And I've got white kidney beans to add. In those go. This is a chili fest in wine country, so I'm going to add a cup of white wine. You're just basically looking to add enough liquid to cover the vegetables and the meat. I'll add a large amount of tomatoes. And I'm not done yet. I'm going to add chicken stock. Since I'm making a chicken chili, you could add beef stock if you're making a beef chili. And then another little Anna addition, apple cider. It adds acidity with a sweetness, but it's a subtle sweetness. It's not like adding sugar. So I've got a sweetness with the apple cider and pomegranate molasses. I've got the tomato element. And then to bring out the tang, because apple cider is a little more subtle, a couple tablespoons of white wine vinegar. A couple of bay leaves. 2 more additions. Just the tiniest pinch of cinnamon. And then I'm crossing the globe for the last ingredient. The drum roll, the final addition, Szechuan pepper. And it's got a fruitiness to it. It's got that high note that's almost more like white pepper. I'll give it a minute to come up to a simmer before I add the chicken. All right, it's just come up to a simmer. So now I can add the chicken. And the key now, with all of those little subtle ingredients added, is to let it cook for about 45 minutes. Simmer covered so I don't lose any of that precious flavor inside.